Hey Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. Happy Friday! Yay! First of all, just an update. I don't think my elbow is swollen, but I've had this, I don't know if I guess I must have it strapped on too hard because it's actually broken the skin in one part. But I just want to ask those of you who've had tennis elbow, and I've already talked with one of you about this, about how am I not supposed to use one of my arms? Like, I cannot believe how much I bend both of my arms. I don't know if it's abnormal. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, for those of you who don't know, I was diagnosed with tennis elbow on my right hand, or my right arm, excuse me, and I'm left-handed. So you think, oh yeah, you'll be fine. You do lots of stuff with your left hand, but I don't. I do it's a right-handed world, you guys. So I do a ton of stuff, like when I curl my hair. Not that it looks great right now. I'm like bending this the whole time. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, if you have advice for me about how to use the arm less, please let me know in the comment section. I would really appreciate that. Secondly, I just wanted to thank those of you who have given me some positive feedback on my thumbnails. I've been inch by inch learning a little bit about how to use Canva, and you know, it is an extra step, but I do think I feel more satisfied with when I'm presenting my video to you, if that makes sense. It's not so much, I mean, I don't think, I watch booktubers who don't create thumbnails, and that's not a big deal. That's not a breaking point for me or anything like that. I feel like I have a little bit more control because I don't know if any of you have experienced this lately, but the auto YouTube generated images, I keep feeling like are getting worse. So it's nice to have a little bit more control, like I said, over that. But I really appreciate some of you have sent me some really nice comments and messages about the thumbnails, so thank you so much for that, and hopefully they will continue. I'm trying to be cohesive, so like I'm trying to make all my Shake-Timber thumbnails. I would like to have all 4 Shake-Timber, or 5, I guess, Shake-Timber thumbnails done before September. I don't know, we'll see if that happens or not. I actually do have quite a bit to do related to Booktube this weekend, but I wanted to give you a little update and then talk to you about some authors that I don't talk about very much on my channel. So I did start reading A Dangerous Engagement by Ashley Weaver. This is the 6th book in the Amory Ames mystery series, and it's just exactly what I need right now. It's light and witty, and there's lots of bantering, and you know, I woke up last night, I actually dreamt, you guys, that if you left an avocado in the garage, and it had to be the garage, don't ask me why, for a year it would turn into glass. It's kind of one of those moments where I'm like, did I eat something strange? What's happened? What is wrong? Anyway, but this is exactly the kind of cozy, funny mystery that I need right now in my life. One of you has been so sweet and so kind to ask me to make a list, you know, have some kind of list of my favorite books, my favorite authors. And I actually feel like I touched on a ton of them in my phenomenal woman tag. And I also feel as though if you've been watching my channel for a while, I mean, even if you've only been watching my channel for, like, say, a few weeks, you kind of know the sort of books, you have a sense of the sort of books that I like to read. I was afraid, I was trying to mentally come up with my, like, top 10 favorite books, and I was worried that for a brief moment that they were all going to be British. But I just thought I'd talk to you about 5 authors, 2 of which I have read books by, but the other 3 I haven't, and I just really want to get to these books. So this could be maybe the start of my, well, one of these books is on my high priority TBR for 2024. Whether I get to that or not, I have no idea. If you want to see what's on my high priority TBR for the year, you can check out my Goodreads page down below. But so the book that's on my high priority TBR is Smiley People, which is the 3rd book in the Carre trilogy with George Smiley in it. And I've read, I mean, quite a while ago, I read the first 2 books in this series, but I haven't gotten to this one yet. And I actually am not sure that if I've read any John le Carre since, and I apologize, I think it's John le Carre. I apologize. That's not his real name anyway. So I'm going to mispronounce some authors' names in this video. Please be kind and forgive me. So I can see on the other side of the library, like, we have a ton of books by him. So many books. So this is something I need to do. I need to, and I really want to read the one that comes after this, which I think is maybe Legacy of Spies. So, which is kind of a merging of Tinker Tailor and The Spy Who Came In From the Cold, which are both just fantastic. They're spy novels, but I would say they're a cut above most of those kind of books that you might read. They're dense and very literary. So anyway, this is an author. I can't pronounce his name, but I do really love him, and I'm just like, when am I going to get to this? I don't know. Another book that is on my high priority TBR for the year, but I haven't ever read anything by her, is Karen Blixen, or these Danish names. Her other name was Innocence. She wrote Out of Africa, which I also want to really read. But Ritual Reading did a whole every December, and you guys have to check this out. Just subscribe now. She doesn't make very many videos throughout the year, but in December she makes a video December 1st through the 25th, and they are phenomenal. They are phenomenal videos. And anyway, so when she did the one in that was kind of focused more on Scandinavia, she brought up Babette's Feast, and which I've wanted to read for some time, and then one of you wonderful people sent me this book, and so I think this would be I think I should be able to get to this year, because, you know, short stories are good. I mean, I might even be able to start reading it next month, in between all the Shakespeare that's going to be going on. So, another author that I have read one book by, and I know I need to read more. You guys need to help me out and tell me what I should read next, by Edith Wharton. So, I have read The Age of Innocence. I probably could reread this one first. This is the only Edith Wharton that we own, though. So I would love to hear from you, Edith Wharton fans. What should be the next book that I read by her. But she's just an author that I feel like I would really like to read more of. Yeah, so I just want to get to it. When can I get to it? The next author, and again, I'm gonna botch the pronunciation, so just please forgive me. This is this author was actually born in Belgrade, and was a professor in Yugoslavia, and it's Milorad Pavic. This is Landscape Painted with Tea. Isn't that a great title? I think that's such a good title for a book. And so I think this might have been one of the books that when Jason and I got married, we had duplicates of. So merging our library together was a fascinating process. But I think Jason actually bought this book for me, but I think he had a copy of it as well. We should have just read it together. I don't know. But anyway, so I mean, that was end of 2004. So I've had this book for 20 years. I haven't read it. Come on, Kelly. Come on. So, anyway, so I would really, really like to get to this book. But again, I'm not sure when. The last book is another author that I need some advice on. So this is a box set that I don't know, flagrantly stole from my mother. So this is a collection of Barbara Pym. It's Quartet in Autumn. So that seems timely, right? The Sweet Dove Died and Excellent Women. So which of these books should I start with? Yeah, I really want to get to her. I've heard so many good things about her on Booktube. I know I think Gina from Gina Stan Your Books actually has another box set like this with 3 different books in it. So we can't do a buddy read because we don't own the same Barbara Pym books. I suppose Gina might have her books on her Kindle or something like that. It really just looks like maybe one of these has been read. Let's see what Quartet in Autumn actually looks like. So there's Quartet in Autumn. Interesting. I'm trying to feel the spine here. The front cover is a little loose. This is Sweet Dove Died. Oh, I don't know. The spine seems spread. And then I know this is a super famous book by Barbara Pym, Excellent Women. And again, it seems, yeah, I don't think anyone has read this. The type font is, ooh, it's pretty small. Why do they do this? Look at all that space at the bottom of the page. All that white space. Oh, well, anyway. Nobody was thinking about my eyes when they printed that. But yeah, so those are, I know they're not my, these are not my favorite books. This wasn't what this person was asking for at all. But I was wandering around the library and just thinking about, oh, I really want to read that, and oh, I've got to get to that. And so again, hopefully I can get to these 2 books this year. We'll see. But I really would like your advice, especially about Edith Wharton and Barbara Pym. What should I read next from Edith Wharton? Which of these books should I start with? And if any of you know anything about Landscape Painted with Tea. I mean, I don't want to spoiler, but if anybody out there has read this, I'd love to hear about that. So, okay, Booktube. Like I said, I have a lot of Booktube related, I don't want to call it work. It's not work. I mean, it's things I need to do. Things I need to do this weekend. So hopefully I will accomplish a lot, I guess. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. I'm hosting Shake-tember. If you don't know, Shake-tember is our month-long celebration each September of Shakespeare. And so it's not, it's just hosting any event involves just a little bit of planning, a little bit of thinking ahead. I definitely want to have some videos ready before the month of September starts. I will tell you, since you've made it this far in this video, Jason and I made the longest video that will ever probably be on my channel, but I'm hoping that it's going to be worth it for all of you. So anyway, Booktube, I would love to know, again, love to hear your thoughts about these authors. Love to hear what you're reading, if you're doing anything special this weekend. As always, if you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, you can leave an emoji. You can give this video a thumbs up, which really helps my channel, and I appreciate it so much. Booktube, remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.